My dad's Zimbabwean. I've never lived there. He came to live in Barcelona with my mom in '89, so I've been all my life in Catalonia, but I spoke English at home and with my family. My parents did listen to quite a lot of music at home, like Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, The Pogues, Bob Dylan, all that stuff. So I grew up listening to that. They always supported me, so thankfully I was brought up in quite a creative environment. No, I've been playing with bands since I was 16 and making music in my bedroom and uploading it on YouTube. Now it's just become a bit more serious, everything. But it's still the same. Well, I try to keep it the same as I've always done, because once it becomes a job, it becomes boring to do. So you have to try and make it fun. I had a bunch of songs. Some of them didn't go into the record. I wanted it to be like old school 60s, 70s folk, because I really like that. So I was listening to today's music, like today's pop music, and thinking like, what elements can I put in to the sort of classic singing songwriting background that I was coming from. And the story was, I wanted it to sound a bit like it was melting all the time. And also, I think like we're so surrounded with advertising constantly. And advertising is using language which comes from the arts. So there's like this mix where you don't know where one thing stops and the other thing starts. So I did want it to make it as if it was just like one single radio program with intermissions in between. I was even thinking of doing like fake adverts, and making the music for those fake adverts. Maybe on the next one I'll do that. Pop music has become like another product. They tell us you have to create your own brand and be your own brand. But I don't know, some people know how to go with that and it works for them. But for me, it hasn't worked.
Dead skin peels off, new skin grows under it. The night is cold, but the stress stays lit.
When you're solo, or so-called solo artist, it's really, you always need people around you. Like anyone you listen to, Frank Ocean or Tyler, the Creator, like all these acts that are just one person, it's a team of people, and maybe they're constantly making songs and selecting the best ones. But for me, I think that now I'm really fortunate to have the band, and I want to see this project more as like a band project, and maybe for the next record, come up with the songs and jam the songs and like rehearse them really well, and maybe just record them. So they're being like producers when they're playing their instruments, they're like making up production decisions.
Singing that same song.
In 2021, hopefully, I'll be doing less Zoom calls and releasing more music and playing other places that are not streaming online in live venues.
What has gone so wrong? Hey, it's me again, trying to figure out what has gone so wrong. What has gone